This Wolf Outdoor Review here. Today I'm going to be doing a military glove review where I will be reviewing most, if not all, the military gloves that I own currently. And as winter's upon us, this will help you if you would like to purchase one of these or multiple of these gloves. And without further ado, let's get started. These are good. Yeah. So first thing we have glove-wise is a Trigger Shells, Mitten Shells Trigger Finger M1965 by Light Industries. NSN number is 8415009261526. If you'd like to read that, you can pause the video. Okay, so these are essentially shooting mittens. You'd use them for a rifle or whatever you're using. The name implies they were either produced or the idea came up in 1965. So you can go bang, bang, bang. And yeah. So two of these, yeah. They go up to your, right around your lower bicep. Or, yeah. As you can see here. That's what they look like here. So they have quite a bit of movement in them. You can always take your the first finger and put it with the rest of your fingers, so these become mittens now. But yeah. And they're solid leather, or whatever type leather this is, sheepskin, palm, and they're OD grade. So that is the first pair. I think I've done a review on these before. If you'd like to see that, there's another clothing video. I just thought I'd do a really quick review of all the gloves for those interested, so they don't have to go look at all the videos. Next up are the gloves Men and Women's Intermediate Cold Wet by Anacell Hawkeye Inc. Size large. These are more modern. If you'd like to read it, you may pause the video. Yes. Said earlier, their tags getting old, and yeah, these are really one of the warmer pairs I own. These are good for high manipulation activities that need all your fingers moving, like camera filming or, I don't know, using an axe or something. And here's what they look like. You have reasonable control. And the tips of the fingers are sewed to the thing. So if you've ever tried cheap gloves, sometimes the liner and the shell come apart, and then you've got weird squiggly things inside. It's hard to push your fingers in. These are sewn to the top. They have lens wipe and clips on here and here, so you can attach them to your belt or whatever. You've got military style webbing things to hold them to your wrist, and they're really nice and warm. And they come in multiple sizes. Next up is my, what are these? Pilot's Flyer gloves. Glove Flyer Summer Type CX FAPT. Some of these also gloves may be new, and I've never done a review on them, but yeah. So that's what that is. If you'd like to read it, you could pause the video. Okay, these are essentially Flyers gloves. If you're referencing this, my hand is considered a size 9. So if you'd like to know how to figure out your hand size, there should be a video out there explaining it. But I think what you do is you put a ruler across your hand, or whatever number it is the size of your gloves. I don't really remember off the top of my head. But this is what these look like. These are great for shooting or high dexterity things, like, yeah, high dexterity. They go up pretty high, and you can wear a jacket around them so there's no skin showing on your wrists. They're the most dexterous pair of gloves I own. other than the outdoor research ones. That was my last video. I did outdoor research marine cold weather contact gloves. So yeah, these are the Flyers gloves. Next up, we have the medium CW glove insert type 2 class 2. These are all 100% wool. These are liners for certain gloves. These are extremely warm, but they're very picky. And by pick, I mean that if you get caught on anything, even sometimes your dead skin will pull parts of the wool out. So you can see here, very dexterous as well. They're good for lining certain gloves, like the first pair I showed you, the shooter mittens. But as we could see here, they're very dexterous. But here, as you could see here, I don't know if it's, yeah, as you could see there, yeah, they're starting to fall apart. And I bought these brand new. They still had the inspection tag on the inside, but they're aged sage greens. They're going away from that in the military, so it makes sense why they were brand new. But yeah, they're starting to get torn up already. So next is a pair of unknown, I think I have a tag somewhere, but these are the trigger finger mittens liners. These are different than the ones that you'd see. These are more of an older style, I think World War II. They're not the more modern version of these mittens, but they're pretty warm. There's no tag on them. But yeah, 100% wool as well. They're thicker. They're more durable. They can be used with either the extreme cold weather mittens or the shooter mittens. Alright, next is snow camouflage mittens. Mitten shell snow camouflage. If you'd like to read, you could pause the video. Alright. These can be either used with the trigger finger or as the next gloves I'll be showing you. These are essentially not for any purpose other than camouflage. And they're enormous, even at that. These go all the way up to my elbow crug. For me, pretty much. So, yeah. As we can see here, you can use them just with any gloves on, but they're going to be a little baggy, so if you like somehow put a rubber band around them, they'll be fine. You have a finger to stick out here, so you can shoot, and then retract it back in. If you want to use them with the shooter mittens. If not, you can use them with the ones I'll show you next. And they cinch, so that's these. And I'll leave them out for the next one to show you what I mean. Alright, next I ended up selling my OD green gloves, buying some more Woodland. So here's some Woodland brand, or Woodland colored gloves. Let me see which one is the one. Alright, found it. I'm still in frame. Alright. So then. These have M65 quilt style liners for them, which are really warm, but they're kind of very clumsy. These are known as Mittens Set Extreme Cold Weather Shells, Liner, and Harness. If you'd like to read that, you may pause the video. So that's what that says. Then These are known as Mittens Set Extreme Cold Weather, made by Hawkeye Glove MFG. So either the same ones, I believe, as the ones, the cold weather mittens. If you'd like to read it, same deal. Alright. I think I did the wrong glove. For because the woodland part of it should have a label in it, but I'm not seeing which one of that has it. But, yeah. So we're going to pretend the liner's in for the next part. Oh, and you have this piece of string here that goes around your neck, so you tie your gloves off here so you can't drop them. And that way you put a smaller pair on underneath, that way if you have more meticulous tasks. These are essentially a garage for your hands. You park your hands in here when it's cold and you need them to just sit. Then when you need to come out of the garage, you can just take them out with a smaller pair of gloves on underneath. They're just a sleeping bag for your hands. If you're not using them, these will keep them warm. So then, as we can see here, you can put these snow camo liners on them. And like I said, when you're not using them, take them out, put on a pair of these or something. Then you could do whatever you need to do and then put them back in there. So, this is what the liner looks like on. You can wear the liner by itself if you want, or within some other type of glove. I've seen it done. So you can even put them on this M65, or yeah, M1965 trigger fingers. It's not too comfortable, but it works, kind of. So, and you don't get access to that, but it will work. Okay, so those are the gloves. I'll go grab the rest of mine. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I grabbed some more of them 1965 gloves. I also have them in woodland, so you can see here. And they're practically the same. Except they're known as Mittens Shell Cold Weather instead of M1965. And they're just the same, no difference at all between them. At all, but they're woodland. So, and so the next glove is the Marine Corps Cold Weather Contact Gloves. So, these, the tags are worn too badly, but I'll show what I can. So that's men's SP7, made in China. Of course, these aren't military ones, but they're as close as I could get to the Marine Corps Cold Weather Contact Gloves. So I'm not sure what these really are, but based on photos and whatever of the Marine Corps Cold Weather Contact Gloves, I would say these are a very, very, very close copy of them. If not, they were issued, or they were someone's personal gloves that they purchased themselves for, because I found 110% gun grease and stuff on them when I bought them. So they were definitely used in combat, because I found, like gunpowder and stuff, gun parts. But that's what these look like. They're the most dexterous of all of them. As you can see, I could put my fingers behind each other. So, they're really dexterous. And, yeah. So, maybe outdoor research. And, yeah, so, I know this is a very, very quick review. I just wanted to put something out there and thank everyone for getting close to 100 subscribers so far. I'm going to definitely keep trying to post important things. And I'd like to thank everyone for helping me. By subscribing, liking, commenting, and all that. If you'd like to see another video, please put a comment down. My last few videos I've given suggestions on video ideas, so if you have one you'd like to see out of the list I've mentioned, then definitely leave a comment about it. If you have any questions about these gloves, I can answer them easier if you comment what you specifically like me to answer. I just did a quick video. If you want to just see a bunch of military gloves, pick one that you think will be great for you. Of course, all these are rated for different temperatures. I'd say the best being those thick mittens, or non-trigger finger mittens. The more warmest being the cold weather contact gloves. Those are good for fall when it's still hottish out. But yeah, the cold weather and then I'm not sure, like I said, for the extreme cold, it's either a tie between the cold weather mittens or these, both of which are really cold. So if you're looking for extreme cold, those two are good options. If you're looking for light, the Flyers gloves or the Marine Corps cold weather contact gloves are your best bet. Anyway, enough of me rambling. Thank you for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't. Share this with your friends. I would love to get to 200 subscribers in 2022. 2222 but or 202. Why not? So if you'd help me with that, that would be great. Yeah. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Enjoy the rest of your day.